आता in this lecture we are going to discuss about the function of proteins. As well as in this lecture we are going to focus mainly upon the functions of proteins and disorders which are caused due to the amino acid metabolism. So in previous lectures already we have discussed many points like structure of amino acid, structure of protein with respect to primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary structure of these proteins. We have studied structure of amino acid as well as properties of amino acids also. The point is remaining only functions of proteins and disorder caused by amino acid metabolism. If you have understood the properties of amino acid, you must have understood these properties are mainly fluctuating between acid base metabolism properties. Means sometime amino acid acts as acid, sometime they act as base. Means their activity is dependent upon pH of solvent, solvent's pH effect upon their properties. So we are going to study these points we have studied. We are going to first discuss about the functions of proteins. So protein which is functional why proteins are functioning, first of all is the question. To perform function or functional protein there should be a proper structure. So functional aspect is dependent upon structural aspect of protein. The function of protein is dependent upon structure of protein. You have to understand this first. We are talking this point which is a functional aspect of protein which is dependent upon structural aspect of protein. I am saying, what do you mean by structural aspect? The structure of that protein. If you notice, you have different types of vehicles available. For example, you have excavator, JCB. The structure of that excavator is determining the function of that excavator. Excavator में JCB माहिती है ना तुम्हाला? You know very well structure of supercar. Supercar चं structure कसं आहे? एकदम पॅरलल टू द ग्राउंड असते, हाईट जास्त नसते. बस कॅनॉट ॲक्ट ॲज सुपरकार. वाय? फ्रंट त्याचा असा बॉक्स आहे, एअर रेजिस्टन्स जास्त होईल. टू रिड्यूस एअर रेजिस्टन्स सुपरकार स्ट्रक्चर तसं आहे. मी स्ट्रक्चर इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट फॉर फंक्शन ऑफ एनी प्रोटीन. आय एम गिविंग यू एनॉलॉजी. सो स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ पर्टिक्युलर प्रोटीन इज डिपेंडंट अपॉन, मीन्स function is dependent upon structure, but structure is dependent upon sequence. Of amino acid. Structure itself is dependent upon sequence of amino acid. Why and how? For example, you have a polypeptide chain in which you have different amino acids present. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 amino acid containing oligopeptide chain is there. If this first amino acid is negatively charged, this amino acid is positively charged. These amino acids are hydrophobic. you can predict the structure of that polypeptide chain or oligopeptide chain. How? You can say here first amino acid which is positively charged, second, third, आता जास्त मोठं झाले, सेकंड, थर्ड आणि फोर्थ. व्हाय? हे निगेटिव्हली चार्ज आहे. दिस इज पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज. पॉझिटिव्ह निगेटिव्ह कम्स टुगेदर आणि व्हाईल डुईंग दिस दे विल क्रिएट लूप लाईक स्ट्रक्चर. इथं लूप तयार होणार आहे ना. आता पहिल्या पॉईंटला निगेटिव्ह चार्ज आणि चौथ्या पॉईंटला पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज, ते जवळ येतील. ते जवळ आल्यावरती हे मधले कुणी पण असू दे, आपल्याला माहीत नाही कोण आहेत, हे असे लूपसारखं स्ट्रक्चर तयार करते. हे तिथून पुढचे जे आहेत हे हायड्रोफोबिक आहे सगळे. 1 2 3 4 5 6 आर हायड्रोफोबिक. सो हायड्रोफोबिक कम्स टुगेदर. हायड्रोफोबिक डू इंटरॅक्ट विथ इच अदर. ते ऑब्वियस थिंग आहे, कारण ऑलवेज वन हायड्रोफोबिक कंपाऊंड इंटरॅक्ट विथ अदर हायड्रोफोबिक कंपाऊंड इन पोलर सॉल्वंट. आणि विच इज द पोलर सॉल्वंट? वी जनरली सी वॉटर, कारण दे ऑल आर प्रेझेंट इन वॉटर. पाण्यामध्ये आल्यानंतर हायड्रोफोबिक एकत्र येतात. इथं पॉझिटिव्ह निगेटिव्ह तर आलेलेच आहे, त्याच्यामुळे लूप तयार झाले. म्हणजे इथं तुम्हाला असं स्ट्रक्चर तयार झालेलं दिसेल त्या प्रोटीनचं. झालं का स्ट्रक्चर तयार? दिस स्ट्रक्चर इज नाव गोइंग टू डिसाइड द फंक्शन ऑफ दॅट प्रोटीन. काय पण असू दे फंक्शन, आपण फंक्शन बघणार आहे. वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस व्हेरियस फंक्शन्स. हिअर आय एम जस्ट सेइंग यू that sequence of particular amino acid is having very much huge role in function of that protein. For example, if that amino acid chain containing oligopeptide having mutation, if you have negative amino acid here, what will happen? Will structure remain same? No, structure here राहणार नाही. So if they are negative amino acid, definitely structure is going to change. So sequence of amino acid is determining structure of particular oligopeptide. Structure of that peptide determine the function of peptide. My question is, who decides the sequence of amino acid? There must be an information who is determining exact sequence of amino acids which will result into structural aspect of particular polypeptide, ultimately which decides the function. For proper function there should be proper structure. For proper structure there should be proper sequence. For proper sequence there must be a guiding center which we call as DNA. So DNA is determining the sequence of amino acid. Not complete whole DNA is guiding. You can say gene decides. How gene decides? Gene produces mRNA. So here you can say mRNA. Are you getting my point or not? So particular function of particular protein is indirectly decided by gene of that protein. समजते का काय? In previous semester we have studied how particular gene produces particular protein in translation. This is translation process. Once translation done, structure acquisition takes place. Once structure acquisition takes place, function happens. But which function is important question. Protein function by two ways. Either they are working as globular proteins, yes, or either as fibrous proteins. Globular protein or fibrous protein. So these globular proteins are having very vast diversity, and fibrous proteins are mainly performing the function of giving support. Your hair consists protein, your nail consists proteins, your cytoskeleton consists proteins. These are having support functions, while globular protein are those protein which are having very vast diversity of role. For example, hemoglobin is one of the most important protein which present inside which cell? RBCs. So your RBCs are nothing but the bag of hemoglobins. If you see hemoglobin is nothing but a quaternary structure in which you have 4 subunits. This is the structure of hemoglobin. Why it is quaternary? Four tertiary structures are present here. That's why it is quaternary. If any protein having 2 or more than 2 tertiary structures, which can be studied as quaternary structure of that protein. Why we are studying this? Because this is applicable in life. This hemoglobin shows presence of Fe2 plus. As a heme group, which is situated in particular porphyrin ring of hemoglobin. Porphyrin ring असते त्याच्यामध्ये ते heme group located असतो. Why we are talking this? Because when we say an organism which is aerobic requires oxygen for what? Respiration process. Because oxygen is final electron acceptor which should be provided to each and every cell. Without oxygen we cannot survive. But this oxygen has very less solubility in solvent or in a blood. म्हणजे ऑक्सिजन ब्लड मध्ये लवकर डिझॉल्व होत नाही आणि 2 ते 3 मिलीमीटरच्या पुढे जात नाही त्याचं ट्रॅव्हलिंग. बट ऑक्सिजन शुड बी ट्रान्सपोर्टेड टू ईच अँड एव्हरी सेल. It is impossible without iron containing protein to do this job. Protein itself is not doing that job, but that protein is having iron situated inside it in porphyrin ring. This iron is carrying oxygen from your lungs to various cells. Because these RBCs are floating in your blood, they are traveling through arteries and veins, they are carrying oxygen through hemoglobin protein. समजते का मला काय म्हणायचं? Without hemoglobin it was impossible for large animal like us. It is very essential to have something oxygen carrier. Then question arises, why there is a requirement of hemoglobin if only iron is performing the job? Iron having affinity with oxygen, who is carrying oxygen to other cells, then why there is so much big structure present here? हिमोग्लोबिन मधले अमिनो ऍसिड काही काम करत नाही इथं, ते फक्त त्या आयर्नला अटॅच करून ऑक्सिजनला कॅरी करतात. मग त्या हिमोग्लोबिनची गरज काय आहे? बाकीच्या फक्त आयर्नच घ्या ना. फक्त आयर्न सुद्धा काम करू शकतो हे, मग बाकीचं प्रोटीन कशाला लागते? हे आयर्न कॅन डू जॉब अलोन, देन व्हाय यू रिक्वायर सच अ बिग स्ट्रक्चर? द आन्सर इज आयर्न रिएक्ट विथ ऑक्सिजन in its free state and produces free radical which are known as reactive oxygen species which damages DNA especially. जर असं झालं तर ऑर्गॅनिझम जास्त दिवस जगणार नाही. म्हणून एक प्रोटेक्टेड फॉर्मॅट तयार केलेलं आहे हिमोग्लोबिनचं. अनदर एक्झाम्पल इज दॅट मायोग्लोबिन. सो व्हॉट इज मायोग्लोबिन? मसलमध्ये प्रेझेंट आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त एकच सब युनिट आहे, हे एवढं. त्याच्यामध्ये आयर्न आहे. You can say hemoglobin are made up of 4 myoglobin, you can say that, but myoglobin having more affinity with oxygen as compared to hemoglobin. So these two proteins you can say are carrying and storing role. We are talking about what? Function of proteins. So we have highlighted carrying function and storing function. We have seen two functions, storage of oxygen and transport of oxygen with the help of hemoglobin and myoglobin. Not necessarily only these two proteins are storing and transporting oxygen. म्हणजे फक्त ऑक्सिजनच्या रिलेशनमध्येच एक्झाम्पल आलं पाहिजे आणि तुम्हाला लिहिता असं काय नाही. So there are other roles also, hemoglobin, myoglobin performing storage and transport. Likewise, you have proteins present in your cell membrane also. So these proteins in a membrane, proteins in a membrane, you have this cell in which outermost covering is, if this is bacteria, outermost covering will be cell wall. Inside to this cell wall you have plasma membrane. If this is plant cell, you have cellulose made up of cell wall and plasma membrane. In that plasma membrane you will have several proteins who present in membrane and function as channel. What do you mean by channel? The particular area from where other molecule will get entry, because your cell membrane is not giving entry to any polar molecule, even to the water also. Cell membrane do not allow entry of water soluble molecule or water. For that you will have to have such channels through which molecule can have entry. So these are channels who provides entry to the molecule, and these channels are made up of proteins. Likewise, you have transporters who also functions like channel, but transporter shows more complex method of transporting of other molecules. Likewise, in previous semester we have studied these membranes. I will wipe out this cell wall. These membranes shows presence of receptor. This receptor shows response to the ligand. केले ना आपण सेन्सरी सिस्टीम मध्ये मागच्या सेमिस्टरला. This receptor shows response to the ligand and produces intracellular response. Are you getting my point? What I am saying here, proteins having different role. First we have seen some protein performing function of transportation. Then we have seen some protein performing function of storage. Then we have seen some protein performing as channel. Some protein functioning for transportation. Transporter and channels are made up of protein, but transporter are more complex channel, you can say. Then we have seen some protein are functioning as receptor, who gives response to the ligand. Then you can have a famous example of Ig. They are written as Ig. you have IgA, IgD, IgE, IgG, IgM. Five types of immunoglobulin proteins are working for antibody. This IgE having role in allergic responses. Some people have allergy of dust. Some people have allergy of particular smell. Some people have allergy of particular material. Some people have allergy of temperature. This allergy happens due to IgE, because these are antibodies showing response to molecule which enter inside cell or body. The structure of a antibody is Y-shaped structure. Where they have antigen binding site. Here antigen binding site and you have antigen. This is antibody, AG and AB. This is a part of immunology study, but what we are talking here, that proteins are having various functions. There are n number of functions. I have just highlighted 5 to 6 functions, which are more than sufficient for your BSc level. Then we will move to the fibrous protein or filamentous protein. Fibrous protein, or you can rather say better word, filamentous protein. What is filament? Which are in thread like structure. So many cytoskeleton protein are filamentous protein. These cytoskeleton protein are giving three-dimensional shape to the cell. If this is your cell, there is a mesh or network of cytoskeleton which you do not observe under microscope because they are very minute, few nanometer in diameter. So this cytoskeleton actually performing or giving three-dimensional shape to the cell. This cytoskeleton molecule not only provides support but also are useful for transportation of molecule. Means various organelle can have attachment with the cytoskeleton and they can shift their position with the help of cytoskeleton. It have seen that various chloroplast at a particular cell membrane, if sunlight or sun or you have light availability at this area, you will have maximum proportion of chloroplast present in this area. Why? Because they can shift their position with the help of cytoskeleton. Then we have another structural filamentous support molecule, that is muscle fibers, which are famous actin and myosin filaments. So what these filaments do? These filaments are useful for contraction and relaxation of muscle. If you have your hand straight, all the muscles in hand are relaxed. But if you contract these muscles, your hand movement takes place. आता गोष्ट वेगळी, बॉडी बिल्डिंग करतात ते मग फुगवतात. Muscle number changes with workout. More protein intake and more workout result into having more filaments, muscle fibers. People tends to take steroid to increase their endurance. म्हणजे तुम्ही एका लिमिट पर्यंत at certain limit you can perform exercise in order to increase your muscle fibers. At one time you will feel fatigueness. You cannot do further. तुम्ही जिम केली असेल, तुम्हाला माहिती असेल की तुम्ही डंबेल घेतलं तर असा हात केला तर तुमची किती इच्छा असू द्या तुम्ही दमलेले नसता, बट तुमचा हँड मूव होत नाही. बट इफ यू टेक स्टिरॉइड यू विल नेवर फील फटिगनेस. आणि मग तुम्ही किती पण वेळ कराल, तुम्ही किती वेळ कराल तुमचे नंबर ऑफ मसल वाढतील. असं आहे त्याचं पर्पज. So we have seen function of protein. Now at the last, at one side, amino acids, absence of that amino acid will result into deficiency or disorder in that human being or animal. We will highlight. So we have 20 amino acids for protein synthesis. These 20 amino acids are required for protein synthesis, but 9 out of 20 can't be synthesized in human body. This is a fact. How many amino acids you require? 20. So 11 out of 20 are synthesized in your body. Very good, congratulations. 9 out of 20 म्हणजे जवळजवळ 45% amino acid you have to take from meal. meal म्हणजे काय? जेवण करून ते मिळवायला लागतात. मग काय जेवायचं हा मोठा विषय आहे. 3 amino acids you have to, or you can get 3 amino acids only by non-veg diet. मग जर तुम्ही नॉनव्हेज नाही खाल्लं तर you have other option, mushroom. So by eating vegetable, by eating non-veg or by eating mushroom you can fulfill the demand. So these amino acids you cannot synthesize, that's why are known as essential. And these amino acids you can synthesize, that's why non-essential. That does not mean these amino acids are not important, and this does not mean only 9 amino acids are important. Are you getting my point? 20 amino acids are important, no doubt in that, but out of 20 you can produce 11 amino acid in your body. So it is not essential to take them from meal, that's why it is non-essential. But it is very essential to take or receive these 9 amino acid from your meal, that's why it is essential. म्हणून ते लहानपणी शिकले असेल चौकस आहार, सकस आहार, that is provide these 9 amino acid. These amino acids having no restricted role for protein only. These amino acids are useful for production of various secondary metabolites, various hormones as well. But what will happen if you have problem in amino acid metabolism? If particular amino acid is having metabolism problem, if that person is suffering if you have enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase which convert phenylalanine into tyrosine. What is phenylalanine? Which type of amino acid is this? Aromatic amino acid. And tyrosine also aromatic amino acid. But tyrosine can be produced using phenylalanine as substrate by the action of phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. If this enzyme is mutated or having problem, what will happen? No tyrosine can be produced. So that person will suffer by deficiency of tyrosine and will reflect by their physiological problems. So you will have to make just one chart. Name of amino acid and deficiency किंवा problem associated with. and you have to remember this chart. I will provide you single chart where one side amino acid and absence of that amino acid can create this and this problem. There are various problems associated with the metabolism problem of amino acid. So this is only about the chart which you can easily remember. In this way, this chapter is over. We took 4 lectures for this chapter. So in next lecture, most important aspect of protein, that is the function of, we have studied here functions of proteins. In this functional aspect, the most important aspect is enzymatic role of protein, that we have not discussed in this lecture. In next lecture we will discuss enzymatic aspect of protein, because proteins are working as, many proteins work as enzyme. Lakshat. So this enzymatic role of protein we will discuss in next chapter. Up till we have studied various point: structure of protein, structure of amino acid, properties of amino acid, function of protein, and disorder associated with the amino acid problem. Amino acid metabolism can create disorder problem. Disorder in amino acid metabolism can have medical problems. असं मला म्हणायचं. So we will stop here. काय डाऊट असेल तर मला विचार.